Imagine living in a world where every word you spoke could be a matter of life and death. Picture yourself walking through the sun-baked streets of ancient Sumer, the world's first great civilization, where the air is thick with the scent of baked bread and the distant sound of temple bells. You greet your neighbor, but behind every smile, there's a hint of caution. Because here, in the cradle of civilization, accusing someone of a crime, no matter how certain you are, could cost you your own life. Even if you believed you were telling the truth, the consequences of a false accusation were nothing short of fatal. In Sumer, justice was swift, severe, and terrifyingly final. To understand just how radical and dangerous this system was, let's dive into the terrifying Code of Ur-Nammu. This ancient code, written around 2100 BCE, predates the more famous Code of Hammurabi by centuries. The Code of Ur-Nammu is the oldest surviving law code in human history, a relic from a time when writing itself was still a new invention. Imagine the awe and fear these laws inspired, carved into clay tablets and displayed for all to see. The Sumerians believed that order was the only thing standing between them and chaos, and their laws reflected that belief with brutal clarity. Among the most shocking rules in the Code of Ur-Nammu was Law #11. It stated that if you accused someone of murder, theft, or sorcery and you couldn't prove your claim, you would be executed. Not fined, not imprisoned, executed. The stakes couldn't be higher. This wasn't just a warning against lying, it was a deadly gamble with your own life as the wager. The law didn't care if you were acting out of genuine concern or personal vendetta. If you failed to provide solid evidence, you paid the ultimate price. The message was clear. In Sumer, words could kill. Why so extreme? Why would a society risk silencing its own people with such a harsh penalty? In ancient Mesopotamia, society was fragile. The city-states of Sumer were constantly threatened by war, famine, and internal strife. Wild accusations could spark angry mobs, feuds, and even civil unrest. A single rumor could destroy reputations, families, and entire communities. The leaders of Sumer knew that unchecked accusations could tear their society apart. So, they created a law so severe that it forced people to think twice before speaking out. The threat of death was meant to keep order, to prevent witch hunts, and to stop the spread of chaos before it could begin. This law was a double-edged sword. On one hand, it protected the innocent from false accusations and mob justice. It forced people to weigh their words carefully, to consider the consequences before making a claim. On the other hand, it created a climate of fear and silence. Only the brave, or the powerful, would dare to accuse anyone of a serious crime. For the poor and powerless, the risk was almost unimaginable. Speaking out could mean losing everything, even your life. The law may have been written in clay, but its impact was etched into the lives of every Sumerian.